That shit crack. That shit crack. That shit crack. She said, yeah, can we get married at the mall? I said, look, you need to crawl for your bar. Come and meet me in the bathroom style and show me why you deserve to have it all. That shit crack. That shit crack. Ain't it, Jay? What she order? What she order? Fish fillet. Yo, whip so cold. So cold. This whole thing. Act like you ever be around motherfuckers like this again. Who's your girl? Grab her hand. Fuck that bitch, she don't wanna dance. She's my friends, but I'm in France. I'm just saying, Prince Williams ain't do it right if you ask me. Cause I was him, I would've married Kate and Ashley. Was Gucci my nigga? Was Louis my killer? Was drugs my dealer? What's that jacket, Margilla? Doctors say I'm the illest, cause I'm suffering from realness. Got my niggas in Paris, and they going gorillas, huh?
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
Ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. Ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. These other niggas is lying, acting like the summer ain't mine. I got that hot bitch in my home. You know how many hot bitches I own? Don't let me get in my zone. 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 The stars is in the building. They hands to the ceiling. I know I'm about to kill it. How you know I got that feeling? You are now watching the throne. Don't let me into my zone. Don't let me into my zone. I'm definitely in my zone.
Yo, what up, what up? We're back again. How are you guys doing today? Marwan, Hussein, Marwan. Oh, I already said it. Wagwan. That's that shark. Thank you for the stream, yes sir. Let's go. What's good? Alien. Star beyond the sky. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Alright, everything is set up. Oh, what is this? Alright, so we have a tea gift today for DXY. Thank God it's Friday. Retracement back into the weekly range. We ran all kinds of buy-side liquidity this week. I think we have equal highs also here. No, we ran that high too. But next week probably we're gonna go for these ones here. That looks like high probability to me. Not really interested in positioning myself today because we have Fed Chair Powell speaking, which is at 10 AM if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 10 AM consumer sentiment, and Fed Chair Powell speaks 5 minutes later. And then you have some FOMC members speaking. You have the Jackson Hole Symposium the whole day, and then President Lagarde speaks at 3 PM too. So it's a lot of talking. Yeah, so if we do get a lot of movement, all the way back into the weekly opening price for GBP USD looks like a solid play. It's pretty far away, but should be possible. 110 pips. Probabilities of DXY bottoming out over here is also available, because we might have a New York reversal coming in then. I don't think we should go full bearish, but yeah, we'll see how that forms this stream.
Chip outs, man. I got this, yeah.
Got entry on 50-minute bro from 8 PM on EU. What do you think? Breaker. PM. 8 PM? $8 AM I think, but I think he should be good. That's a nice, I like that. DXY can dive a little bit deeper still, so. Yeah, I like that. FX MA Trading, how are you doing? Welcome back again. And Alex Trades too. I'm good, how are you? Hussein, when will we open the private Discord? It's open again around halfway September. And I might have a big surprise coming for October, so we'll see how that develops, still in the works. GU sell looking valid, can you check level? No, I don't think you should sell it. We have a potential market maker buy model forming. We're breaking through these bullish candles over here on the 1 hour with a fair value gap formed inside. So I would say probabilities of going bullish is more likely than bearish. AK, I think market maker buy model in GU. Yes, I think that is also a possibility. My thoughts on gold? Oh man, gold. Remember yesterday from the stream, we were tape reading here, but it looked like shit, but it still went in the direction it should have went. But I would never engage with these lows down there. But let's see what gold is doing today. I would say, yeah, I think that this gap would stay open too. Is there a draw on liquidity on higher time frame? We're already filling in this weekly fair value gap and there's nothing really up here. The monthly, not really. No, only highs to be taken. So yeah, I would say bullish, but it's kind of hard to read. Not gonna lie. So don't put too much value on what I said on gold, about gold. You'll delete your sell limit. I mean, you should always make your own decisions, wisdom, because eventually you'll have to do it on your own, and then confidence will grow if you do it on your own. So if you believe there's a sell present, then you should go for it. Just, but I don't see. I don't see it. At least right now in this area there's no sell possible in my opinion, because we are still in discount of the range. And then we have this breaker here and a fair value gap, so it might trade lower into the here, and, but I don't think there's low resistance liquidity down here. Doing more simulation, practicing the price action, that's the way to go, man. Let's go. Targeting previous daily high seems ideal. Yeah, for that was about gold, right? The thing is, gold is super highly manipulated. So that's why sometimes it's pretty hard to read. This asset is so manipulated, it's crazy. I mean, everything is manipulated, but this one takes the cake. Oh, previous daily high on EU, my bad. Yeah, might be a long shot, but should be possible. Should be possible, at least inside this fair value gap. That's a draw, that's a good draw. That's already 30 pips, so that's a nice partial area, right? How do you see USD CAD selling opportunity? Let me see if we ran that long-term high. Not really feeling this one. Nah. Especially not with these highs. Nah, I don't like that. Even though TXY could trade lower. I don't know, man. If these highs were not intact, if there was a rate on liquidity here, then I would say that looks good. But I mean, if this holds currently and this starts to trade lower, yeah, then there's a sell opportunity. But it's trading pretty high up in this bullish candle already, so I don't know. No comment on this one for me. Tom, where's Jerry? Oh, man. Do I really need to... and do I need to kick this guy? No, I'm just joking. But yeah, I've never heard that joke before. What do I think about today's news? I think it's probably best to stay out. If you haven't already found an entry during London, then I would not look... I will not look for a setup during New York, because we have that Fed Chair Powell speaking. And it's end of the week too, so... Next week, more opportunities. Next week is NFP week, by the way, so... No trading after Wednesday's London session. And just tape read. USD JPY, hi there. What's up with USD JPY? What do I think about EG? I think this should go bullish next week. I think we're leaving a fair value gap behind. Maybe this one gets filled in today or delivered here. Because we ran external range liquidity, right? Then we went into internal, but we closed above it. So I like to see this being used as a support. And then continue up higher in the range. And let's see whether premium levels is. Oh, we're already in premium over here. But depends on today's candle. If today's candle starts to close below again, then it's also likely to go down. But I feel like it should go up more. I got in EG cells, it reacted off 4-hour internal range liquidity. The thing is with going from internal to external, that is your bias has to be very good. And I mean, currently, I don't know, it looks like, it kind of looks like it wants to go bullish. I could be wrong, of course. I don't know where you got in, but EG is I don't trade EG because EG is, I think, a little bit hard to read on the lower time frame. So if I look at 4-hour and above, I would say it's more likely to go up. I've been backtesting IPTA ranges and open floats, but legit, I am so confused how to use them, especially with interest rates. Will love to see some insights from you about it if you don't mind. I don't use open float, and rarely I use IPTA data ranges. You got in on the 15-minute OTE? Alright, so that's over here somewhere. Or are you currently in the OTE? No, you're in this OTE. You decide what you gotta do, Alex. Alex. I think we'll go bullish. Can you do a USD JPY analysis? Bedankt. Yes, sir. Let's see. I mean, just looking at the other JPY pairs. I mean, we could draw lower because we rated this high here. We have an imbalance down here. 1 hour looks pretty messy, but this is holding, so I knew there was a 30-minute gap here. Obvious. It's kind of rough, not gonna lie, but I think going into this gap down here is a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Also have equal highs up here, that's not too good. Ooh, they're very clean. Aha. So now I can make a case for both sides, so then in this occasion I would avoid this pair. Because I could see it draw into this low after we rate this high and then we're holding this bearish order block right now. But then there are also these highs up here, so that makes me wanna not engage on this pair, and we're pretty high up in the range too. We're in premium of the range, if you feel me. Yeah, but for today I think this could be potential. Let me put an alert if this gets hit today, and then I will pat myself on the back. And if it reaches buy side, then that was also a target, so it's 50-50 for me. Look at USD CHF. Do it now. Look at it. Yeah, also potential T-give for today. So I think DXY can draw lower today. That's why this gap over here, this is a gap where we can draw into and is most likely to get drawn into. This gap will be key, just like this gap down here is key for order flow. If this gap gets violated, then it's likely that we're gonna see bearish price action for next week. Sorry, I needed to stretch. Holy shit. Let me do this. Right, again. Determine your key level, right? Where's your order flow most likely to change if it invalidates it. JPY pairs are very choppy at the moment. Very choppy, so I would not focus on a JPY pair. And technically I think JPY should be weak. So if you pair a weak asset with another weak asset, it's bound to consolidate more. Thanks for the insights on EG, yes sir. See how that develops. On which time frame you like to spot breaker blocks? I mean, depends on what are you looking for. Are you looking for order flow? Are you looking for your model to form, right? Is your model entry on a breaker fair value gap combination, for example? That's called a unicorn setup, right? So I like to use breakers as also as a higher time frame point where price should reject from. You can see it on EG or Euro USD. This one I outlined at the start of the week. This one held pretty good, and now we have a lower time frame breaker over here, which could be an entry model. And I think someone in the chat took the EU buy in this breaker fair value gap. What time frame do you use to measure your range? Again, time is fractal, right? So you use every time frame to draw out your range, so you know where you are. But if you're looking for higher time frame order flow, you obviously use the daily time frame and the 4 hour to know if you want to aim for discount or premium, right? Let's say you have a structure shift on the 1 hour time frame. Right, that's solid. Then you're gonna aim for a premium 4 hour level or a premium daily level. Right? FXMA. Guess I will skip it then and just focus in the price action. I mean, reading price action is a good starting point if you wanna extend your higher time frame. How should I put it? If you wanna increase the probabilities of your higher time frame bias working out, then you use open float and COT data and all that kind of stuff, right? Even ICT tweets absolutely tape read today if all possible. So, just like we're doing, right? No need to force a trade. How do you select a pair to trade? Do you analyze individual future charts and choose a stronger and a weaker pair, or directly analyze the pairs? What is your approach to this? I like to start out with DXY as always. See what DXY is doing. If DXY is likely to consolidate, then I go for exotic pairs. So let's say DXY is consolidating, then I check Euro GBP. If that one is trending either way, then you can look at a let's say EG is bullish, right? Then you focus on a strong euro, then you're gonna select an exotic currency which is bearish, which is weak. So let's say JPY is weak, then you go to the JPY futures chart, see if it's weak, if it's bearish or no. Why don't... Oh, contract expired. Does anybody know the future contract for Japanese yen? JPY future? 6J... I think I need a September contract. Yes. Got it already. No problem. So that's 6J. And then we'll put September contract in here. Right, so then we go to the daily time frame. Does this look bearish or bullish? Got a lot of sell side liquidity here. 4 hour. Yeah, I think this most likely should go bearish, so that we have a weak JPY. And let's say EG is going bullish, right? Then we focus on buys on Euro JPY, which could have happened today, by the way, because we have this order block here. I forgot to eat lunch. That's a problem. That's a problem for me. $6P1 is, I think that's the pound. Thank you, it's so nice to participate, different perspective. Jessica, as always, well, you are welcome, and thank you for joining the stream, of course. A little bit of interaction, always nice. That little thumbs up on the stream likes that too, if you hit it. A little participation, you know. If you enjoy the stream, of course. So, yeah, Euro JPY, probably a good one to buy if you analyze it like that. We ran this low over here, right? So technically we should aim for premium. So if we measure out this range, we're still in discount. So if you are in discount, you really want to aim for premium levels. And if you go to the 1 hour, there's a structure shift happening. Like short term over here, and definitely if we break over here. Hugo is back. US 30 buys, 30 for 140 on 15 minutes from daily CE and weekly OP and SMT with NQ SPX. I mean, we're pretty deep in the range, yes, so we're in discount of this range currently. This is the range we're trading in. I'm having issues with a rate on liquidity up here and then this bullish candle in the way. That's my problem. So I cannot agree with the bullishness. Same with NQ, we have bullish candles over here which could draw price lower. Thanks for the answer. So you look at crosses only when DXY is consolidating. Yes, indeed. And if DXY is trending, then majors. Yes. Then I like to focus on a dollar pair. Exactly. Because if DXY is trending, those exotics have more tendency to consolidate, and exotics have more tendency to consolidate anyway. But if DXY is trending, then it's hella hard to trade exotics. Like you could also do AUD NZD, and then use this one exactly like we use EG. Right, so let's say order flow is bullish for this one. So we have a stronger AUD than an NZD, so NZD should be weaker in this occasion. I mean, we're trading lower now on the 4 hour, but if we look at the bigger picture, right, we could aim for this high. So then the NZD should be the weakest out of these two, and then you can look at Euro GBP, which we think will go bullish, for example. And then you go with Euro NZD as a buy. GBP NZD is a little bit weaker. It wicked slightly above, but still equal highs in my opinion, so it looks like engineered liquidity to me. But because DXY is now trending, right? It's trending down. This one is starting to consolidate, as you can see over here. You're already out, just a quick one. Of course, you can scalp it. If you are a scalper on the 1 minute, you don't really need like a weekly time frame or a daily time frame. You can work with a 1 hour, 4 hour structure. For real. Let's keep an eye on this one. Let's measure this range. If we do go up, it's probably gonna go over here. How many trades do you take a week on average, and what do you think about only trading one pair? I think trading one pair is fine, especially if you're learning. And I would pick EU or GU. I would pick EU if you pick one pair, because then you can use DXY as a correlation and Euro GBP. I don't know, on average maybe 4 to 8 trades a week, depending on how the week is looking like. Alright, let me grab a drink real quick and a little cookie, so I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. It's a crisis. I have nothing in my house. It's empty. XY trading below the daily open gap. See if it uses resistance. Yeah, I kinda banking on it. And this order block here will be key. I think price should not violate this. If it does, it's just engineering liquidity for our 10 AM news. So that's why I'm not participating, we're just reading it. Oh, we haven't even watched ES, what's likely to happen. Oh yeah, this was from yesterday, right? Drawn liquidity. We dropped way beyond this one. But there was a good initial target for a partial.
What is up, my friends?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I feel so unsuppressed today.
How so?
I don't know. I finally feel like, I feel like my voice is being heard.
Yes, sir. I said something yesterday, but you were already out of the chat.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can add some value.
Yeah, of course. How's the your thingy working with the orders?
Good. I'm just logging into everything.
Nice.
Let me check. Give me like 2 minutes and I'll update you.
Yeah, sure. No, it's not Raja. Definitely not. You know, guys, the thing, you can try to predict price every day, but eventually you will get it wrong. But The most probable time you will get it right is when the daily is in a key level. So yesterday we had that easy read, right? Because the daily was on a key level. So then you can determine your draw on liquidity way easier than, for instance, right now it's not really in a key level, right? We're just in the bottom of the range right now. So I can say whatever I want and I can get it wrong too because it's not in a key level. So keep that in mind if you want to determine draw on liquidity. Better for the daily to have a key level.
No.
My audio is stuttering.
It actually seems like your voice is a little like distorted almost. Like it's like you're eating something.
I am.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
My bad.
So as far as the draw for today, man, I definitely see it being bullish.
Makes sense with DXY potential draw lower.
So, last couple of big transactions that we've had, no, we're looking at, hold on, actually, let me log in again, make sure I got the right information. Yeah, we have a couple big ones, man. We have a $17 million order waiting to be fulfilled, and we have about another 6 million for smaller pop-ups.
Mm.
I don't see any big reds at all. So I definitely think we're going to pump. And actually, I've been looking for a pump on the NASDAQ because obviously I'm talking about the NASDAQ. You can kind of correlate it to other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the NASDAQ on the daily and the weekly. NASDAQ left a, I believe it's a daily gap from the, what is this? What day is this? The second? Keep going, right there. You see the daily gap?
Oh yeah, this one.
Yes. I believe we're gonna run up into there.
Oh wow,
And
that's far away, Mr. Fire Dukes. It's far
absolutely, but, you
away.
know, I don't think that we're ready to drop. I'm not saying we're gonna do it today, right? But
No,
I
obviously.
believe, yeah, we're turning bullish because we already took sell side liquidity. We came back into this fair value gap. Now, if we start, showing resistance on the top side of that fair value gap that you have highlighted in the red right there,
Yeah.
then I'll see where I am then. But as of right now, with everything that I'm seeing, I see NASDAQ exploding up to fill in that level and then potentially, moving up further to take out the high. But let's see.
Interesting. Let me put my view on this, and I wanna agree with you if we have more structure, because right now I cannot really say it will, because we're only in the discount of one gap, So
Absolutely. And that what I saw yesterday, real quick, that to me is like an immediate rebalance on lower time frames.
mhm.
Right? But if you just look on a daily, that is an a OTE level. If you draw your fib from the bottom to the top of that on the daily candle,
Yeah,
we literally are at OTE level.
I think I will switch my bias if we do trade above this one. Over
Breaker,
here.
right?
Yeah, that breaker. If we do trade
I have
above
the
here
high
and then
mark.
find support on it, then I would say, okay, this could be a move up. But because I'm saying this because we ran this liquidity here, and I'm only seeing buy side liquidity runs and then expansion lower, right? And we ran higher here because we hit this higher time frame. It's a little bit of a doji candle, but it's also a monthly fair value gap. But yeah, we hit that order block, right? That's why we are running up. So we went from external to a higher time frame key level into internal, which is over here, and then it kept going for external once again. And now we rated this liquidity up here. And if we go to the 4 hour, then this becomes my key level to determine if we go bullish, yes or no.
Yeah, I think that's what we're likely going to see today. Like, just thinking in the context of how many shorters are in the market. Like everybody and their mother over the last 2 weeks since the whole Michael Burry thing came out. I don't know if you know about it, but
Nope.
it's been all over social media that he did like some $1 billion in puts
Oh,
up at
really?
the high. Yeah,
Damn.
up at the high back in August 1st. He it's all over Twitter, it's everywhere. And
see, I
I
see.
think this is just to lure in people. Again, if we hold this breaker and we continue dropping, then I'll change my bias. But as of right now, I'm expecting, with especially everything I'm seeing on my side, is today we should pierce through that breaker.
Let's see what happens. I'm interested to see what happens. And it's more
Yeah,
favorable to trade bullish, in my opinion, too, because we are so deep in the range right now. And it is Friday, so you could have a T-GIF, right? So back into the weekly range.
Let me quickly just send you the most recent stuff that I have, and I'll put a line quickly between all the orders for today, which is here. So, sent you a DM. If you take a look at that, you can see that you have a pretty big order. That pretty big number. We have a small drop and then two bigger numbers.
Yeah, I see.
So with that red line, I put all the stuff above there are transactions that happened today.
I see. Well, we have to wait to see what happens. But I'm very interested to see what happens.
15 minutes.
Yeah, let's see what the open does. Let me get to the YouTube chat real quick, because I neglected them, I think. So, Hassan.
Live on YouTube?
What? No, you can stay unmuted if you want.
Okay.
Hassan, how are you? Good morning. And out of interest, on the 4-hour chart, would you classify price being within a bearish breaker on ES? If yes, do you think price would still draw to the BPR, but instead react from the lower fair value gap? Okay, let's go to ES. Yes, we're in a breaker, but we're very deep in discount right now. Look, this breaker would be most favorable if it was in premium of this range. And the upper part of the breaker is in premium, so we could run all the way up here. There's an old gap here too, inverse fair value gap on the 1 hour, I think. Which would be actually pretty good to go into. And then drop from here. That's what I most likely think will happen. Because we're also taking out buy stops over here, because there's a bullish candle here. So everybody who is trailing stop losses will trail the stop loss here. On the retail perspective, at least. But yeah, we'll have to see how that forms. We do have SMT on the lows right now, so it's more likely to draw into premium with the AM session. But I am higher time frame still looking for lower prices. Might not happen today, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Joy Matar, you don't like the daily as a market structure shift, right? How do you mean? Not sure what the question is. Do you ever use world currency unit for analysis? No. There are no limited slots, but if there's more than 100, I will think about not adding more people. Do you think it's possible to trade ASX 200 in the MMXM Traders Asian kill zone? I cannot comment on that, because the Asian kill zone from MMXM is for AUD JPY. So I have not backtested that Australian Nasdaq index fund or index, so I cannot comment on that. The daily structure on Nasdaq. You mean a bullish structure shift because we took out this high? I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. It's Friday too, and next week we have NFP, and the end of the month is coming up. So, how high are the probabilities currently? How many are there currently? About 40 maybe. Not sure. Let me see. Yeah, 40, 45 or something. 42. Because we tapped in a monthly fair value gap. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. We have to see how the monthly opens. Because this monthly candle is gonna close in 1 week. So we still have one weekly candle to see what's up.
Yeah, and we're bullish on the monthly.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like I cannot. Maybe I need to have a continuous contract. This one.
I just look at US 100. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's almost the same.
it's so much. I mean, the price, actually, that number is different, right? But as far as
Yeah.
structure, and it's all the same.
Yeah, exactly.
What I don't understand here, man, is like we came so close to this fair value gap on the weekly chart, right? Like, scroll up. Yeah, look at that fair value. Oh, yeah,
Oh, this one.
right. Like and then if you draw from that doji candle, right where it creates that fair value gap on top, yeah, draw that out.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Why the heck did we not take that or even tap into it? Right? So what I believe is that we're going to run into a turtle soup. If we are gonna not break the high, that's going to be a turtle soup. And right now, I still think we're gonna break the high.
Yeah. We do have SMT on these highs though. Maybe ES is pulling down Nasdaq too.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't go into the fair value gap.
And also, you know, the whole thing with Nvidia, I don't think the Nvidia AI hype is over yet.
Yeah, what's that all about? That Nvidia.
Dude, pretty much like they're the only chip maker that makes chips for that, you know, artificial intelligence systems can use.
Yeah.
So they have a monopoly on that, and they reported a record profit beyond what they were expecting. So, you know, I don't know if you're into AI, but like, you know,
No.
in my business, I've literally, that's the newest thing that we're doing for our clients is, you know, all AI-based systems where they're replacing a lot of their employees with AI bots essentially that can do that work. I can do so much shit with AI that's gonna blow your mind. Like it's fucking crazy where it is right now.
Like what's an example? Like what's crazy?
So I can literally make you know, like OnlyFans, right?
No.
You know what OnlyFans is?
No.
Right, so
No,
OnlyFans,
just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of course I know.
so pretty much you can have like OnlyFans models now, and they look super realistic.
Like that's AI.
But it's completely AI.
Damn, that's crazy.
And
That is
and
crazy.
people are, and those they're becoming the influencer now. Like they're these models that look super real, and they're getting brand deals, right? They're getting what do you call all this money from, like, they start up on OnlyFans, they start uploading content, and you know it's all AI generated content. You're not actually reporting anything.
That's crazy.
The other thing that we're doing is right now we just launched one of our packages which allows you to essentially replicate any salesperson. So instead of you having to be on the phone all the time or write emails or whatever, AI system does it automatically, and it talks like you, sounds like you, it writes like you, because that's what we trained it on.
I think that's spooky stuff, man.
It's the reality, man. That's where we are. So you know, AI is like by next year, everybody's going to be using it. As far as it's going to be available to you in your phone, you know, like the whole Siri thing. Siri gonna go away, and you're gonna have your own AI that understands you and
Yeah.
replicates who you are.
Man, maybe we need to put a stop on AI because I feel like we're progressing too fast for our understanding. If you know what I mean. Like technology is going too fast to comprehend.
It's definitely scary, you know, if you don't understand it, and there's definitely a lot of bad things that are coming from it too. Um, like there are diffusion viruses now, which pretty much can change on the go. They can infiltrate a system, and they can change. It can change itself. It can write its own code to hide and obfuscate being detected.
Mm,
So
crazy.
these viruses are getting much more complex, and you know I've been studying that. But yeah, I think there definitely needs to be a limit to AI. On the other hand, you know, are you just shooting yourself in the foot by putting a limiter on it? It's like having a car that can go 500 miles an hour, but you have a limiter on it that makes it go only 100 miles an hour.
Yep. Yeah. The same shit with the deepfakes and stuff right now. It's also crazy. Like you have that AI which can do like Joe Rogan, Joe Biden, and Jordan Peterson and everything, right? I think it's
Yeah.
funny, but it's actually
Um,
crazy because it sounds
yeah.
exactly like them. I mean, you can hear it's not like them, but still.
So that's like 4 months ago, man. The stuff that just came out this month, you can't even tell the difference anymore.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man. I mean, it's pretty cool. I can show you examples of stuff like, you know, whenever you have time, I can share my screen with you, and like, you can tell me, hey, create a picture of this, or create a girl like this, or you know, make her sound like this, and you can literally do that within like 30 minutes.
That's amazing actually. Don't seduce me with that.
Hey, man, that's actually one of my income streams right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually well, but you're a tech guy, right? So you're in a perfect field right now.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm actually focusing on, like really learning because this is where everything's gonna go, man. Like, unfortunately, a lot of people are gonna lose their jobs because it's just gonna be cheaper and much more efficient to have an AI do it.
Yeah.
I saw you put out the breaker video on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Are you just slowly gonna release like your teachings?
No, I do a few. Like I'm planning on doing one more and that's it. And the rest will be newly recorded.
I know you're not into like learning the new stuff
Uh,
that ITT's been teaching.
Now,
But
let me give my opinion on what the new stuff is all
sure.
about right now. It's good, but there's I stopped watching when the new week opening gap and daily opening gap and that kind of stuff got sort of repackaged because it is in the core content. Because it is in month 10, I believe.
Hmm.
And there are the indices videos, and they use the opening gaps too as a way to form the range and the low of the day between a certain time. Just like you have, I don't know if you heard about, there's some guy on Twitter who has like a DR or something, defined range, which projects the low or the high of the session, which is also in the core content because it uses a certain time frame and then projects it higher and lower, right? So there's a lot of stuff which the only thing you need is keep it simple, right? That's the only thing you need, and that's why I don't watch the new stuff or let's say now we call this bullish gap, if it gets traded through, now we call that an inverse fair value gap. And then I saw a Reaper fair value gap or something, and I was like, okay man, but if we keep adding more stuff, you know, it gets more difficult in my opinion, because we have all the tools already. That's why I don't watch the new stuff anymore. And
You
I
have the
don't.
tools for price.
What do you mean? What did you say?
So you have the tools, or he has given us the tools, the core content for price. He really doesn't talk about time.
No, but that's the most important part. That which he
So
probably isn't allowed to release or
no,
something.
but people figured it out.
I
Shit
mean,
you not, man.
I
You
mean,
remember his logo?
if you're talking about CLS timings or that kind of stuff, I don't know.
Did you remember his logo, which was like circles inside of a circle
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything? Somebody broke the code and figured it out, and he ICT himself said that's correct.
I have not seen it. If you can send me that, I wanna look at that.
I have a whole notebook on it, but
Oh.
yeah. I don't know if you use Notion. I use a lot of stuff in Notion. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so essentially his logo is the complete breakdown of time itself, if you can decode it.
Right. But I have not seen anything about it. It's, normally I get like flooded with this kind of stuff. If there's something new, you know, then I get sent by people. If it's like useful or something.
Yeah.
I've not seen this. I've seen the logo once it. There was a point in time a few months ago when the logo was discussed a lot, right? I don't know if you're referring to that time.
Like this happened like I think about, I would say like last year in December sometime.
Yeah, okay,
Where-
yeah, we're talking about the same thing, and then yeah.
I have, so pretty much there was like conversations going on Twitter, and then also in the mentorship group that he has on Telegram, that these guys were trying to break down like what his logo meant, and ICT actually said that you pretty much look closely at the circles. You know, they're the same diameter. You know, my logo is a set of number that unlocks all of the time playing.
Yes, yeah. So it's a sequence, right?
Correct. It's a type of sequence that if you use his logo in the right way, it will literally tell you when the major moves will happen and like when the little moves happen. Like it's pretty insane. So like when you mash that up with price and understanding price and understanding that, okay, well, within this sequence we're expecting, you know, this to happen because higher time frame is bearish or bullish, whatever, you get a very clear picture on like when you have high quality setups.
Right. Do you use that?
I have started to implement it, to test it. I, you know, try to use it. I'm still honestly trying to put it into my model, but I just started like a month ago, fucking around with it and like seeing how I can make it work. But once you put it into your charts, it's just crazy how it lines up. So I still have a lot of you know, studying to do on it. But when you put it on your chart, man, it fits. There's no other thing. Like you see that when
See.
each
Well, somebody
circle
says in
touches-
the chat that he said in an interview that it was just a Fibonacci.
it's not.
I mean, I'm not good with sequences or anything. I mean, I'm pretty good at math, but not like algorithmically or logarithmically. Is that a good word?
Oh, you said it correct.
Right, so probably if it's available and it is too difficult to understand or I have to try real hard, I will probably not gonna use it because I can read price already pretty accurate. And I don't want to clutter my mind, you know.
You
If that makes
definitely
sense.
don't need it. Yeah, you definitely don't need it, but it gives you an edge in understanding Judas swing, understanding what certain sessions are likely to do and why those sessions have that behavior.
See.
You know, even like the 90-minute cycle falls within this whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've backtested the 90-minute cycles a while, but
Remember,
I'm not a fan. It's more for scalpers because it's 90-minute cycles, right? I like to go in on a 15-minute time frame, right? And then you, what is it? You have 6 15-minute candles for a 90-minute cycle, right? So this is this sequence up here is a 90-minute cycle. So that's not for me, if you feel me. I don't like trading on the 1 minute.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, still being able to use that information, you know, it can help you get in or out of certain trades, you know, if you want to trade all day.
True.
But what I would say is this, that you said it the best, right? Keep it simple. And it makes it much more easier and much less like different things you have to take into consideration to pull the trigger or get out of your trade, right? Like you don't need time, but it's definitely like a whole different world when you understand time.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So I am actually trying to get some new funding going on. I'm trying to go for $4 million pretty much in funding.
Oh damn. That's a pretty big goal, I'm not gonna lie.
Have you heard? Look up Social Trader. Social Trader, right? It's a trade copying tool.
Yeah.
So essentially, what I can do is get accounts from FTMO, get accounts from like all these different prop firms, and link it in, and it will execute the same trade. So currently, I'm up to like $800,000 in funding. So I wanna use this tool to pretty much pass my next account, and when I pass those accounts, I will be passing the other ones as well.
Let's see. Yeah, at some point you need a copier. It's impossible to have like 6 MetaTraders open. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Like that's just stupid because I know I'm gonna screw something up, you know.
Right, so chat, as you can see, we outlined this gap here, right? This is key for order flow, so as long as this gap stays respected, it's likely to draw higher. So currently we're opening like 6 minutes it's open, right? So let's see what it does. We could see a high resistance liquidity run, by the way, for DXY over here in this gap. I don't like this lows, right? They're leaving this behind for 10 AM probably.
Yep. Exactly what I was thinking. Manipulation.
Yeah.
Up until 10 AM news and then end it.
Yeah, because they don't leave lows like this for... Holy shit, what did I push? Some macro key. They don't leave the lows like this just for fun. It's definitely engineered. Ice-T tweeted he thinks we're going lower. So yeah, I do so too, but we need to form manipulation first, which is currently forming, I think. If I see it push up, then I want to see it push up in here. At least into premium, right?
I don't like that dollar and indices are going up at the same time.
No, it's manipulation right now, so nobody should enter a trade anyway right now. So we completely rebalanced that 4-hour fair value gap over here. And we're having a pretty sweet reaction right now, not gonna lie. So why YG? What the hell?
Oh, pound gas.
Crazy. How are you?
Oh, this soundboard?
Yeah, yeah. I have the same one on my soundboard, not gonna lie. Classic.
Yeah.
Okay, YG, what is Chinaman saying about DXY?
I haven't watched it, and
Then we don't have the insider info, unfortunately.
yeah, I don't have the insider. Oh yeah, he's saying that basically to see whether DXY will increase their interest rates, you gotta see if China reaches what's the USD-CNH.
Yo, what do you think about this Brick Nation stuff going on?
The
I
what?
think it's retarded. Yeah, so basically, if you look at the pair USD-CNH, this is the highest.
Wait, did you say Brick Nation?
Yeah, BRICS is like a new alliance for gold.
Man, I live in a bubble,
they
not gonna
had
lie.
a conference yesterday, and you know, they're supposedly going to put a lot of pressure on the dollar.
So there's an alliance formed with who?
Saudi Arabia, Egypt, China, Russia.
Ah, okay, yeah. I think I heard
Yeah.
about that, yeah. They wanna like overthrow the dollar as the
It's just retarded.
yeah. I think I heard something about that.
Anyway, to see if USD will increase interest rates, you look at USD-CNH, and USD-CNH it's very close to being 7.355.
Yep.
So basically, if price is still below 7.355, we will increase interest rates. But if it goes above, means that China is utterly fucked and USD is gonna like slow down because their opponent is beaten. They won the war.
Exactly. By the way, if you were in that your USD buy from this fair value gap, it's not looking too good. I'm not gonna lie, but you should not be in a trade right now before news. It's too much manipulative news which is coming up today. So
A lot of risk.
yeah, it's a risky environment.
How's
50-50
married life,
environment.
brother?
Yes, I agree, Abraham. Sorry, what was that?
How is married life?
Married life, yeah, very good. Actually, nothing changes,
Congratulations,
but yeah, you spend a lot of money and then you're committed. So yeah.
No, I'm happy if you're happy, man.
Yeah, it's good. Do you have like a wife or a girlfriend or something?
I mean, I have a yes. So she's like, I say girlfriend, but like, you know, we don't really want to get married or anything. Like it's like that's not a thing that we really care about. But she's been with me for like 9 years.
Oh damn!
9.
I'm not even that long together with my wife.
Yeah. No, like, dude, like she, you know, my girl's great, and we really don't care about getting married or anything. That's not a big thing for us.
Single life is the way to go.
No, but if I mean, marriage is something like it's like a traditional thing, right? So we're pretty modern nowadays, right? You can be I don't know, you can be a an elephant or a helicopter if you want to. So if you identify as such, so it's a pretty
I identify
modern
the candlestick.
society.
Identify as Pound Yen.
Yeah, you do. But you are a living embodiment of pound yen. You don't want to see the daily chart of his pound yen chart. Oh my god, holy shit.
Come on, man. That's like a trophy right there.
Are you expecting higher prices on GU? Currently, I can say whatever I want, but this leaving equal lows behind. It did tap slightly below the low over here, but I would still believe this would be the draw after news release, but it's highly unfavorable to know where price will head into right now. So I cannot tell where price will go. So no comment on that. Having peace of mind when you're with a partner is something I would never exchange against. Yes. I mean, if I would have derailed a long time ago if I did not meet my wife.
You'll be on the streets, man.
I would probably be still be stuck in smoking weed and not doing anything.
I was just gonna say that, but I didn't want to push that on you. I was like, you'd probably still be drinking and smoking.
Yeah, no, 100%. I know that.
Yeah, the right woman in your life will help you, become a better man, essentially, man, and
Yeah.
push you to be your best.
So any Dutch ladies to hit me up with?
You're
To
ready
get me
for
out of
the,
my
you're ready for
hero.
6 foot ladies? I don't know.
Oh shit, never mind.
Yeah, we're big here, man.
Damn. You're giants.
I think I had one girl in my class. She was like 6'3", something like that, almost 195 centimeters. So,
Oh my god.
yeah. So, but it's pretty average for. I mean, 6 foot is average for a male here. I think, around that.
The average for the stubborn little guy.
Average for what?
Stubborn little guy.
We can do that
Stubborn
here.
little man.
No, we cannot do that here.
I need to add it as my soundboard instead.
No, I'm 6'1", so I mean I am
Oh,
little.
fuck, you're
I
tall.
know.
Oh damn, you're tiny, man.
Yes, so. But I'm
You're
the
the real
smallest of
stubborn
my
man.
brothers. My brothers are all like 6'4" and 6'3", I think. So yeah.
Tiny man.
I'm the smallest.
Hey man, big things come in small packages. Remember that.
Yeah, that's excuses.
I got the biggest one. Man.
It's about how it's the motion of the ocean, right? Not the size of the waves, you know.
It's the size of the boat, man.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they rather a tsunami anytime.
Thanks for sharing. Why you are looking DXY 15 minute, not 1 hour? There is a 1 hour for value cap and premium level is above the 15 minute. Oh, we're just watching for news release. I'm not engaging anything, and I just draw out my key levels. So that's the only thing. We have
There's
this
news today.
the one following 1 hour structure is probably most safe. And yes, we do have this fair value gap here, which we're tapping in right now. And we're leaving equal lows, so I think with news release we should draw into this fair value gap. And this is just me trying to predict price in an unlikely market environment, which is low probability. So it can go anywhere. We'll still have to keep in mind this one is very, very bullish, right? It's not bearish at all. Even though we took out this swing low here, doesn't mean we're gonna go bearish, right? But the reason I took this one is in discount of this current range, and it could be a draw on liquidity for news release. Right, the GU is in the breaker and the fair value cap, so we'll see how that. We'll see how price reacts. Not saying I'm gonna enter anything because I won't.
Look at
Still
that.
I still don't see DXY going so low.
Yeah. Rahifi, I'm
We're already
5'3".
into the breaker, fellas. So let's see how far we can go.
Yeah, we're in that breaker, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we'll
are.
see what
4 hours.
happens, because if we do trade through the breaker, then we're gonna go in premium of this range, and then we'll have to see next week what happens, because today I can say whatever I want, but I don't know. Gonna be honest with you, I don't know.
I mean, that's the 4 hour, right? The breaker that you
Yeah.
highlighted. Can you go to the 4 hour? How did you highlight it? Because there's 2 candles there. Did you just do the lower one?
No,
No, you did from the body of. Why did you do it like that?
I almost always do it like this, because ideally you want to use the bodies, but if there's not too large of a wick on the bottom, I take the wick with it. And definitely you don't want it to come all the way up in the wick of the breaker, because the higher you go, you can see a PD array as a premium and discount too, right? You can divide that up in a premium and a discount. So if you do it like this, let me reverse it like this, right? You kind of don't want it to go all the way up in premium if we are bearish, right? Because you want you want that PD array to be sensitive, so stay in the lower part of that PD array, right? Same with the fair value gap. If you have an IOFET is only like a tiny wick in a fair value gap, and then it drops instantly, right? Then that's how you know order flow is still very bearish. Let me see if I can find an example. Maybe GJS potential for IOFETs.
Man.
I mean, you kind of have it here. Like, it's not even. Oh, it's a small gap. I thought this wick was not here, but let's see. Yeah, this one over here. It's like a tiny wick, and it doesn't even want to fill in this, and this one stays open, so you have a very good indication. And the same with the Euro USD breaker. Let's see, was it a 1 hour breaker? Yeah, I only take the bodies, right? And if I take the whole thing, it gets a little bit messy over here, but right, it's almost it's a little bit over the CE, and then it drops, right? So you don't want it to come all the way up here. So that's why I use the bodies and not the upper wick on a bearish breaker, and I don't take the bottom wick on a bullish breaker.
I get you. Okay.
Maybe it's personal preference. I don't know. I've been using it like this.
I mean, listen. It makes logical sense what you said. So.
Yeah, I see how I use it, and with time, I just noticed the upper wick is something I don't want to see get traded into. It also depends on the range, because if the breaker is around equilibrium, right? So this breaker over here is kind of not super favorable because it's very low in the range, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
So if I draw out the fib, the breaker is not even in premium, right? So that's why I'm leaning more towards that this can be traded through, right? Like you said, that it can push all the way up, because if we take the range, it's still in discount, this breaker. That's why a breaker in premium is way more favorable.
Yeah, bearish breaker, absolutely.
Yep.
How's the environment in Europe, man? Like, I know Europe was having like heating stuff. I'm not sure if you're affected by it, but
in my country it's kind of humid, right? It's like 22, 25 degrees, but we get the rain every 2-3 days.
And you're complaining hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot for me. I don't like it. I'm more of like a 16 to 18.
I love the heat, man.
Hey Cash, how are you? Anyone want to save me the trouble of looking through ICT's recent fits to find where he mentioned his quarterly shift target? I remember him saying it, but forget where. You're sleepy? I can hear your background noise from your mic. But that's fine. Quarterly shift, damn. Yeah. I think let me quickly check it in my folder. My ICT study folder.
With the technicals as a whole and a collective, know exactly when. Very short term, those are mega trades. We could start going dollars. We can go at the institutional order flow of those currencies. The actual strongest strength leader. This has been you can use this result of blending a strong currency with.
No, this is not what. This is not it. Can hear your background, YG.
All right, so we just got a
No
sell.
problem. What did you say?
We just got a sell. So probably this is not a big one, but you know we definitely did get our first red.
For Nasdaq?
Yeah, for yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Let's see how that
you know,
let's see how that forms.
Typically, you know, with news right around the corner.
Man! Oh, wait, unmute, man. They're gonna hear him clapping hands when.
No, it's probably 10 wines deep now, right?
Yeah, he's like freaking 20 bottles in, I swear.
Here is okay. Yeah, how much is that?
Yo, the big boss.
The big boss.
How much?
But he doesn't sound like me. How is that possible?
What? The MMXM trader and OTE in the call at the same time.
Do you have change for 500? Yeah.
This man.
300. Sorry. 300. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, bro. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Good luck.
They better have change for 500.
How can a restaurant not have change for 500?
Yeah. I always pay with 500. Even if I do groceries for $20.
This shit on.
Wait, you guys just
Yes.
have a bill of $500.
1 second. Yeah. 1 second.
Turn your garbage music off. Somebody kick this man out of the chat.
Give me the power.
Why are you hating on music, bro? Come on. I think everybody should enjoy whatever they like. Oh, it's the Larry June guy again. What is Larry June? I don't know, I wanna know. Larry June. Oh, it's starting off good. No, sharking, I know. I know it's good. I'm still thinking we should drop in this fair value gap with news release. What do you think, YG?
Where?
The DXY.
Well, let me look at my own chart.
Yeah, I'm also live on YouTube. You can't hear the music? Maybe it's too low.
Nice car, Larry.
Yep. Nice lows to take out.
Yeah, I think with the 1 minute we're gonna drop into this gap.
Just drop and just weak off.
We'll see if it happens. If it doesn't happen, then it's okay, because it's low probability anyway for me. GU setting up nicely for that long, yeah. That breaker is still holding, and that fair value gap, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is looking good. If the body also closes above here, that's highly likely to see a push up. And if it goes up, I don't mind being wrong, guys, because I know this environment is not the most favorable for me anyway to read price action in. So.
Look at GU.
1
There
minute.
is no way GU is a buy. Let me see.
Yeah, Larry June is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It's chill music. Wouldn't personally listen to it like on my free time. I listen to everything, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
People
listen
can
to
see
some
my...
Chinese rap.
Oh yeah, that Chinese rap was fun too. Well, I listen to everything. I liked hip hop the most, like from the 2000 era, so like 2003 to 2008-ish. But I also listen to like metal or that kind of stuff.
Alright, news is out.
See what happens. And Mr. Powell speaks in 5 minutes, I think, so maybe it will
Like
not move instantly, but
Till then.
it's like news after news after news, right?
yeah, and later 3 p.m. is President Lagarde from the Euro is gonna speak too, so too much speakers today, so
No, why they not put Mr. Pao Nian is speaking as well.
let me see, Cash, you're looking for this. Yeah, I like that. I mean, I want to see it lower too, but yeah, we need that manipulation higher first. That's ES, right? Yeah, pretty sure it is. Wait till 10:20. Yeah, you need to kind of not engage today, in my opinion, because we have Fed Chair Powell speaking. Yeah, nothing too much happening right now. This is basically because of Fed Chair Powell speaking. In a few.
Jackson Hole.
Bro, my dog is laying like the most lazy fuck ever. I wish I could enjoy life like him.
You should have a webcam that points at the dog.
Yeah.
Dog cam.
How he's laying is crazy. He has like his butt in the air with his legs on the pillow. And then, yeah, he's just laying exactly on the piece of couch where he cannot lie.
He's literally laying doggy style.
No, he's no. Oh yeah, but he's laying on his side, so it's not really, you know. Oof. Okay, this music is getting a little bit too much now. The first one was good, but now it's getting too much.
Look, my music.
Wait, I did.
It's gonna be
I looked away for 1 minute and this candle happened. I watched Spotify and I saw this wick. I was like, what? Now we go. You'll see.
Run it, run it, and run it. We're running, baby.
Let's go into premium. On indices, I mean, right? Like this gap, which we outlined earlier. Actually, I outlined it yesterday, but draw for AM session. Manipulation.
So that is the inverse fair value gap.
Yes, that is an inverse fair value gap, which I called an old gap for the longest time.
Ah, okay.
That's what I mean, right? If you look at my charts from last year, there's everywhere it's old gap like this. And then the inverse fair value gap got.
Typically, I see inverse fair value gaps work the best when what you're looking at right now, where it's clean price action on both sides. Right? It really didn't work inside of that fair value gap, right? Like
Nope.
it didn't consolidate or anything. That's where I feel like we return to it often.
Yeah, we have a good. Let me see if
Oh
there's.
damn! Yo, you want movement? Go trade gold, man. What the shit?
Wait, gold. Oh, we reached the gap. Oh, I almost missed.
Oh,
Where's the
wait.
peep? Yeah, we reached the gap. Draw on liquidity for this session.
Keep dropping.
Yeah, on DXY.
Wow. Past it.
This is a good first area, right? And then GU and EU should push up. Yeah, beautiful. Phew, I'm reading it still okay, right? So I was almost scared I didn't get it right. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter if I get it right or wrong, right? But we know where it's most likely to head into. Yeah, I think we could reverse from here to this gap. We'll see how that forms. Because this is the key level on DXY. If this gets traded through and gets respected again on the downside, then next week we're gonna have a bearish week.
On Dixie.
What?
On Dixie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on Dixie. Because if we do trade through it, then we can potentially form a market maker sell model, right? Because we had that earlier outlined in the week, this bullish fair value gap we have over here from Tuesday. This was a key level to see if we're gonna switch order flow, and it did not. We had a raid on liquidity and then a continuation. So same occasion can happen over here, but I would prefer this one to hold, and then we run even higher, because on the daily, obviously we have these highs up here from like June, and that looks like a pretty good target to me. So this for me is the key level. If this gets violated, then I will switch up the bias. Gold went crazy. Look at this. What is this?
Dude.
This is like a 110 pip move, probably in 2
That's
minutes.
all the Brick Station buying the gold, man.
Yeah. 2 minutes. 100 pip move. Up and down. Where's my 15-second chart? Look at the reaction. Ah, I did not drop the chart in the Telegram before. What a shame. Oh well. Right, now we're gonna drop on indices. I think it's ready. Fat ass breaker is gonna form here too, on the 15. What you can see is this. Back down. This is personally what I think will happen. We'll start to reaccumulate here and then run this highs and then drop again.
My neck, my wrist, my ears is froze. Come get your bitch, she on me, dog. She must have heard about the dough. Now Captain, come on and say low. I get it crunk in the club, I'm off the chain. I won't deny it, I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me.
Drop the playlist? Yeah, sure.
Yo, my music is gonna be not ideal for stream.
Yeah. Then don't play it.
Ah, fuck it, man.
I know what you're gonna listen to. Can I put it on the stream?
Yeah. Putting a couldn't take it anymore. Let me go call him real quick.
Can T-GIF happen to downside? I mean, DXY did it. They showed signs of a T-GIF for London session, yes. But T-GIF means it will go back into the weekly range. Right, so let's say the whole week expanded lower. Then on Friday, you want to see Thursday's low get run and then go bullish inside the range. That's a T-GIF.
You just played a Chinese equivalent music.
Crazy, man.
Wait, oh shit, I'm sorry. Wait, I need to remove this shit.
By default, that gets played.
Yeah, I'm gonna call his photo, please.
We still need to, by the way, sorry, but we still need to disrespect this gap before we can go bearish. So this is, again, still a key level for order flow, right?
Ooh, that didn't look good on low time from dollar, man. That's an immediate rebalance.
Oh, this one.
Lower. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll wait for the 1 hour to close. That's for me the cue. This is hard to read. Wouldn't you agree?
When?
Why is it hard?
If it respects the gap, it's a fantastic.
Why, it can still go here and then go back up again. It doesn't mean that this means we're gonna go bearish again. It's seek and destroy right now, so for me personally, that's my opinion. But if you think it's easy to read, then
I've sat through this presentation.
We already traded to the inefficiency down there that you highlighted. We left a little bit open, and the fact that, you know, I never like seeing that. You hear the bottom didn't get touched. To me, that feels like it's gonna come back for it.
Oh, I have the opposite. If it leaves a gap open, then I know it's more likely to trade higher because it's not willing to fill in all the inefficiency. Yeah, that's funny that we have a different view on that. I don't remember who said that to me. Who said that to me? There was one guy I learned from who liked a gap in an inefficiency if it taps it to show more bullishness. Just like, I mean, I use the logic from the IOFET, right? The IOFET is just a tiny wick in a fair value gap, and not even filling in 20% of it, and then rejecting, and then it makes it even more bullish. I mean, that's the logic I use.
I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack.
Okay, what we're doing.
With my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honey's wanna
Nice seek and destroy right now. Still possibility to draw in higher on ES. Still believe we can.
Let's go.
You took a trade or no?
Yeah, on the pullback
Nice.
on Nasdaq. Now I want to see it shoot through and over the premium of that breaker.
I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here, guys. I don't think there's a lot of high probability trades right now, so I don't want to tape read any further right now. Those who caught something, congratulations.
Can we just see if it fills in that little thing right there? My little man's gonna feel confident if it does.
Yeah. Alright. YouTube chat, thank you for joining. We're getting more viewers every day. Love to see it. If you like the stream, you can hit the like button and subscribe to not miss anything, right? And I will update the Telegram again this weekend with an educational, and the YouTube. Stay tuned and have a great weekend, and we'll speak the next time. With Jamaican rum conversation, blunts in rotation. My man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and we're smoking, drinking, got the hooker thinking. If money smell bad, then this nigga big is stinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating out my palm. She grabbed my arm and said, let's leave calm. I'm hitting skins again. Rolled up another blunt, bought a Heineken. Niggas start to low out. A kid got choked out, blows were stoned, and a fucking fight broke out. Chill, man, chill. Can't we just all get along so I can put hickeys on our chest like little Sean? Get a